Once I get those resets, a lot of value. But kind of limited in terms of engage options with this composition. But I don't think it's too much of an issue when you have so much range on this center. So
they're down and out. Bros sometimes are not as down and out as you think. Let's get into game one.
This definitely allows you to stack faster. Go in the Doran's blade and Q-Max allows you to stack faster. This gives you more sort of safety in the lane, being able to use the W, the long-range poke, and wave clear.
A lot of vision around this jungle. Yeah, 16 in a row. Yep, everyone's got their names. Gumayushi's been able to play it 4 times. And all time, he's just good at this champion.
That's going to be a big factor in why when we do eventually see the gold between the bot lane, it'll be like Guma's like, you know, a little bit behind gold compared to Envy, and then Carrier's like 2,000 gold up in Polo or something.
Yeah, that's what currently doing all right, keeping this minion wave away from the turret. Just create some control here for the Udyr. I think that Morgan has been a huge uptick for Bro in their more recent matches. I think that the matchup against Dudu really did help his confidence a lot.
Yeah.
And so has been playing a whole lot better, being able to find some of that aggression that we don't necessarily associate with Morgan as a player. Karis looks for the Emperor's Divide, does not find it. Good flash there from Faker as now Guon is going to turn up. They will not find the angle. Polo, good position. This is the thing, but sometimes you just don't find it. I've seen this play before, though. There's the flash out of the seismic shove. Nicely done. 2 isolated 1v1s, though, and there's the Dawning Shadow. That's going to keep Guon alive. But still, Faker is going to go down. A trade of mid laners, but first blood goes to T1. As Gideon going to get in there. He has snared himself, though. Crescent Guard comes down. That should mitigate a lot. Emperor's Divide does absolutely nothing, and there's the Devour to save Guon. And now he dives back in. The Dragon gets angry, but it does not matter at all. T1 are destroying them, and Guon popping off in this fight. He finds the resets. And, oh dear.
Oh man, everything that could go wrong for Bro there. You'll get the resets, the immunity frames, and then just keep on going. The confidence to go back in there was great. And T1, the game felt, I think Polo's just dead.
Well, he's going to twist it advance, and then Carrier is going to get the kill. We got a battle here on the top side of the map. Gideon, can you make your way in? As he doesn't. Gets knocked up there. Oh, now he's going to try and turn it, but Carrier's going to turn up as well. Looking for the opportunity. Guon turns up in the nick of time as well. They do get their prize, but they'll have to sacrifice 2 for it. And Carrier's starting to get more and more fed.
Okay, let's get the replay. So, I mean, I really just love the fact, so we see the ult get flashed away from. They focus damage onto the Viego, but then the shield, when he comes out, means they're not able to finish him off. He gets the reset from the passive, and the Smolder does not have the damage to finish him off. Just beautifully played. The gobble into the W, really fantastic. And then this happened.
It did, didn't it? Look at the little kitty cat this way, not even helping out. As probably just aggressively positioned, will be taken down.
I'm not sure at what point exactly it happened, but there's some point in the game where Bro regretted giving ult to Carrier.
Morgan has joined that.
Yeah, no longer is Morgan unblemished.
No.
Which is about 100 away from where you're going to hope for it to be.
Yeah.
He's making decent progress.
As Gideon, is just going to get caught out of position here. Crescent Guard is going to help him out there as Emperor's Divide is decent, but not really doing too much because Gumayushi's just keeping them all alive forever. They can't even make a mistake.
You know, that was a hilarious flank from Faker that nearly backfired, but then Tahm Kench existed. And I honestly think, like, we talk about the center, and I know we've said, well, it's also about enabling the Tahm Kench. But man, this Tahm Kench has been so frustrating.
Yeah, Tahm Kench enables Guon to be hyper-aggressive, as now Gideon has found Zeus, but Carrier has found both of them! And he's just walking. Look at how menacing he is! Doesn't have Devour up and available, but he also cannot die no matter what they do! And there goes the tree. Polo going to be taken down here. Gideon in trouble as Morgan. He thought he had the safety of an inner turret. He does not. Carrier does not care about that damage at all. They will be able to take this one at 17 minutes.
And maybe they'll think twice next time they leave center open. You know.
Yeah.
This is quite a gold lead, though.
It is.
Oh, they're making a play.
All right, looking for it. Zeus has been attacked here. Morgan is losing out on the battle, but he has buddies that are turning up. Polo's there, Envy's there. Everyone is on their way, and I think everyone might be necessary as Zeus is just trying to take matters in his own hands. He picks up one. Is it going to be more? Oh my, I was getting World's flashbacks there, ladies and gentlemen. He goes 1-for-1 though in the 1 versus 5, and they get themselves Chemtech Soul. As T1 just walk on over towards this Baron. Another teleport going to be used, this time from Morgan, who does need to run all the way around if he wants to get in here. Gideon on top of Gumayusi right now, but the snare does come through. Keria gets over the wall. The Dragon gets mad, and Keria almost in execute range. Oh, the seismic shove is so good, and he just eats the Dragon, and now he's not going to die. It's a triple kill for this guy's Tahm Kench, and then he gets back in there to tank up the Baron.
Oh, we are going to get a replay.
Yep, here's Keria's perspective. Is just going in.
나 괜찮아, 나 안 죽어.
I'm good, I'm not dying. That's what he just says. I'm fine. That was the point where I was like, he's probably dead. But no.
펜타.
Penta, he wanted the Penta!
미안. 죄송합니다.
And then Guwon's saying sorry.
I want to see if Keria will end up eating Envy again. Because it's not that easy to stack up your passive. Against the champions that have to stack it up on the Smolder.
Okay, Keria is diving in to 4 people. Will he take a damage? The answer is kind of no. Right now, Seismic Shove does come back. The Weaver's Wall brings Faker in there. Look at Keria's health bar. It's full again. In goes Zeus. That was a jump scare. Yes, I would have done exactly that, Envy. Dawning Shadow comes down. The Dragon, I think, did something that I didn't really notice. And Guwon, he's going to turn into the enemy jungler and just start resetting all the way through. Emperor's Divide gets 3 onto the fountain, and Keria is going to die. That is how you do it.
The fountain laser.
I was just about to say, I think the only way he could overextend is by walking into the enemy fountain, and then by Jove, it happened.
That was the secret weapon this whole time. Needs to see if he can. Oh no.
Oh dear. There were some rocks, stray rocks on the ground. However, Faker is going to go down. Karras goes golden. Has he bought it? No, he hasn't. Gideon is up though, and now they're
a second. Go in.
Just turned into Azir, decides he doesn't want to. They grab another one. Polo, it's his turn to try and defend this Nexus. It's not going to work out as Guwon says goodnight to the game. At this point, I'm saying just ban the Tahm Kench. And it didn't work then, but maybe it'll work now.
Yep, and now they have to deal with the Vi. Vi actually a super strong combo. And the thing is, you know, people think, oh, I think they should go for the Vi. I think the Vi is better than Nocturne, honestly. We'll see what they opt for. They're kind of bouncing between.
Well, just have to see how it goes. We hop onto the Rift here for game number 2. But it seems like things should be okay. And with the Sejuani, this top side of the map could be somewhere that they could attack. Of course, Morgan able to help activate that permafrost pretty comfortably. And I don't really... You know how we spend a lot of time in the bottom lane? In a lot of our games, we're just watching the laning phase. I'd prefer not to.
Yeah.
I think gets his mana bar back. Guwon wondering where he wants to be. Spotted on a ward though, as you can see there. So Envy and Polo able to get themselves out of the way. It's not exactly great.
Yeah, that's a big wave to give up.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you don't die, which is good, but you can see Envy really wants that wave.
Oh, Zeus also really wants this kill, as Morgan not going to get hit by the sweet spot that time around and absorbs any potential CC from the knockup.
I'm now responsible for all the bad dragons.
Yep, you are.
Chemtech, it's just any bad soul.
Yeah, it's just if it's non-interactive. Now Envy doesn't have his spell shield, he's going to flash as Guwon gets lit on fire. Another minion wave is conga lining forward though, as Bubble going to be avoided. Now Faker comes down as well. Oh dear, there was that interaction you were talking about before and just punched. He had the spell shield back, and now Polu is just a little cat on a book and will be cut down by the culling. Minions left underneath the turret, they break the aggro, and everything is just fine. It's a lot invested, so some plate gold will go over.
Because if you flash closer, it's going to give less time before you can spell shield. Doesn't give you the opportunity to react.
Well, there's an all-out and a Glacial Prison, so Zeus should be going down here. Does flash the wall, though, and never mind. He's Aatrox. He doesn't die in these situations, and now Morgan finds a Q. There's the knock-up. The permafrost is there. He gets so much of his health back, and now Faker gets enough time to turn up. And so Zeus once again is the noble sacrifice, and T1 will then just clean up.
Yeah, so Guma gets his first item.
Oh, I've seen this attempt before. World-Ender going to be used as Morgan gonna break the chains. Now goes for the all-out, but there's a teleport. Guon's coming in as well. He's got the ulti, and he'll use it on top of Gideon right now. He has the Glacial Prison, so Faker delayed a little bit, but it does not matter. This Sejuani is well and truly dead, and Morgan is not going to be left up as well. Karis is just, he's like, oh, no, this isn't where I parked my car, and he will wander by and get
He's
towards
there for the
turret.
farm,
He's
right?
there for the minions. He's like, don't mind me, I just want to clean this up.
Hey, I don't want no trouble.
That is an investment of a tidal wave, as Envy not going to get caught in the bubble. Oh, you're like a typewriter. It's crazy. Okay, well, go on. Gonna look for his opportunity. That's a great Emperor's Divide. I just don't know how much it actually matters as Faker was tanking the turret. That's gonna take him down.
Oh.
And the denting blows. Guon is just gonna tank this turret and die. And that's a double for Gideon. Big mistake here for T1 underneath the bottom outer turret, as now Gumayushi is looking for Envy here. They do have the ulti from the Yuumi, but she pops off and now she's dead. Oh, T1, can they finish the dive? Is Envy actually going to be okay? As Carrier thinks no. He does pop the shield, and now he's in between these turrets, and that is the 1v1. That's a dangerous Nami.
Stopped?
Works very nicely.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people talked about going like Kraken Navori is like the more tank shredder build.
Yeah. That's all right. They do find the Glacial Prison onto Faker, but there is so much keeping him alive. Emperor's Divide lands onto 2, but where is the damage here from the bros? Gideon's not actually taking very much of it as the all-out does come on through. The help with the turret was employed, but unneeded, as Guon will be taken down. It's a 1-for-1. Karis in trade, but now Gideon is going to face check. There's the bubble, and Gumayushi says goodnight. The fight is not over yet, as now Faker is going to bring this wave in, and Morgan nowhere to go. He's got his pet cat, and he decides he wants to take the 2v2 instead. Gumayushi is in melee range, but it looks like he doesn't really mind too much about it, as Polu is going to get blinged back. And that is the 3-for-1 in the end.
And they're against a Senna who scales really well. This is like a mid-game comp from T1.
Yeah, that's true. So this has to be happening right now, as Gideon getting in amongst it, actually take... Oh, they catch Gumayushi! Great Empress Divide once again! But Envy is going to be the trade. Carrier doesn't get the bubble, as now Faker wants to flick someone back in. This has been one of Karis's most impressive performances, even after their couple of victories. Over the Quantum Freaks is okay. Carrier going to get permafrosted, as Faker will find Gideon with that flick. And is he a tank? I'm not entirely sure. Carrier somehow staying alive for way too long, but now Karis is going to get in there. The Aatrox goes down, and Faker's like, nope, I'm well on my way out of this one.
Hey, this is looking better. You know, got some shutdowns there, got some good kills.
As bro, they have a lot of wave clear. Let's see how this one's going to go. The Vite going to crash on in here, as there's the Weaver's Wall. Tidal Wave as well being a real problem. Envy with a good spell shield this time around. The final chapter does come on through. Good knock up there onto the Azir, but now Morgan finds everyone. Carrier going to be taken down. There's the all-out, but I don't know whether he really wanted to go over here. Faker able to take him down. Still, Guon is going to be left to the Wolves. And Gumayushi, can you actually stop them from just pushing through? And I think he won't be able to. That's a 2-for-1 trade just keep in favor of the Bros.
Just keep pushing till the Nexus at this point. just keep carrying on. Oh, there's a flanking Aatrox.
Well, Tidal Wave is going to be invested here as Envy. I don't know about that one. There is the Vi, manages to catch out the Sivir and Karis. The next one on the chopping block, and the flanking Aatrox is just going to come around and execute him. No more damage left. No more hope for Bro to stop this soul. That's what I meant with the ulti. That's a bit of fun, but not necessary as Morgan. It's necessary for him to have some health. And Morgan is going for that back. He wants to teleport back in. The Elder has been started. T1 moving over towards his control ward, so they know that this flank exists. There's the Weaver's Wall. Zeus, he's on the wrong side of it for now. The Tidal Wave does come on in as he's looking for the Qs, and now he dives in on top of them. The Sivir does take down Guon to start this fight off, but I have a feeling that's the end of the good news. There goes Envy. It's a double for Zeus. Make it a triple, as T1 will just wipe the floor with Bro. They'll take themselves an Elder, and this may just be the end of the game.
Honestly, with a 10k gold deficit, down soul as well, and with the flank that T1 set up, Bro actually did a pretty decent job of fighting that, but the gold lead, the soul lead, the everything is just too much. You know, they tried, they held on for a little bit, but T1 did their homework in this game. They got the gold lead, and that was just basically signing their name on it. Job's done, and they should just be able to take this 2-0.
Yeah, really beautifully done. Great execution on a mid-game composition as well. There were a couple of whoopsies that they did, but I think you do need to keep up the aggression with a comp like this, we've seen some of these Lucian compositions not quite work out, and Gumiushi Keria making it look pretty smooth as they will take down the Nexus. A 2-0 for T1, reclaiming that first place.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POG interview translation, joined by Keria and Faker on the side of T1. Congratulations! How do you feel, Keria? Although Owner wasn't here today and Guwon filled his spot, I think I'm very proud of Guwon for filling his shoes today. And Faker, aside from Owner, our team, our players weren't really feeling too well in terms of how they're feeling, their condition. But I am pretty happy that we were able to get our victory today. And so, Keria, you have reached 500 POG points for the first time as a support. How do you feel? I feel like, yeah, I'm very happy that I'm able to be first place in the POG rankings for support. And Faker, I feel like there has been a lot of influence from mid that allows mid laners to get more opportunity to get POG, but I'm very happy that I'm able to reclaim first place. And with Owner's health issues, Guwon stepped in for today's match, and he must have felt a lot of pressure trying to fill Owner's shoes, so was he nervous at all? So Owner is a player in our team who takes all the tough jobs like engaging and initiating, so it must have been very nervous for Guwon, and it must have been a lot of pressure on him, but he's able to actually take a lot of the tough role, so I'm really glad that he's able to pull those off. And so is Owner feeling better? Yeah, I believe he's on his way to recovery. And Keria, is there any support who can play Tamkench better than you? Those are some of the best TK plays you showed us today, so how would you rate your performance? Before the revamp, Tamkench was actually a really passive champion, but I believe that after the revamp, he became a more aggressive and more proactive champion. So when I look back at the performance from today, I believe that I did very well today. I felt like I could say that I am the best TK. And yeah, so your Tamkench had an insane presence. At what point did you expect a unanimous POG? I think at the Baron team fight? I think the moment I got a triple kill, I did predict that I would get a POG. Let's take a look at the highlight here, the exact moment that you were talking about. It's okay, I won't die. And you really survived. How did you do this? So we had Natalia and our jungler trying to save me. And I think Smolder was probably the only champion that could kill me, but he wasn't able to. And we heard Guwon say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry." So is it because you disciplined him? No, not me. I didn't discipline him personally. I believe our coaching staff actually did that. Yeah, so Guwon was so smiley. He couldn't hide his happiness. Faker, is there anything you want to say to Guwon? Guwon is actually very passionate and proactive in terms of how he plays the game. And I think that's probably why our game went so smoothly. Keria, in the LCK, Senna is currently on a 17 winning streak. And with today's victory, Gumayushi has scored an all-time record of 15 wins and 0 loss on Senna. So what do you think your stake in this undefeated record is? I believe that in terms of playing Senna, I think it really depends on the support that you play with. And so my stake, I would say, would be about 30%. I think I would distribute the rest to the top side of the map. And Faker. Talia is on a 2-win, 11-loss record in this patch, displaying a very low win rate, but you have already received 2 POGs with Talia. So what makes your Talia so good? And how would you rate her currently? I feel like in the beginning, yeah, her utilization was pretty low, but I'm seeing her be played a lot more. And lately, I think it's her low win rate comes from pretty much her not being played too often currently. And let's talk about your early gameplay where your roam stood out. So let's take a look at this highlight. So how did you make this call? So bot had Yumi, and all of us are aware that we have to abuse the Yumi as much as we can. I think the timing was perfect for a trade here, so I think that's how well it went. 이 로밍력과 이 운영 능력에서 뛰어난 모습을 보였던 오늘 탈리아였던 것 같습니다. 오늘 T1의 컨셉 자체가 로밍이었나 싶은 생각이 들 정도로 오늘 미드 바텀의 로밍 덕분에 It's safe to say T1's theme today was roaming, and with mid and bot roaming constantly, the game snowballed super fast. So was this macro play something that you guys have planned? In game, everything's so unpredictable. Everything really changes depending on how you play. I believe that through all of our data, with all different kinds of plays, we were able to pull off the best plays that we can today. And Faker? I feel like every player in T1 knows what they're supposed to be responsible for. And so that's probably why we're able to play out so well. And your next opponent will be Kwangdong Freaks. I believe we're going against Kwangdong Freaks and Genji. I will make sure that we're prepared for the next match, and we will defend our first place spot. And Faker, yes, we will be prepared for next week's matches, and we'll make sure that we win for the future. And this will be the end of the interview with Carrie and Faker of T1, and back to the space.